Welcome back. It is time to get a little creative on Take 5. Jennifer Ackerman-Haywood of CraftSanity.com and the Grand Rapids Press is going to show us how to make projects made from homemade paper. Thank you for joining us today.
It's good to be here. I discovered a really awesome paper maker at the Artisans Market a couple weeks ago, and I was in a huge hurry. I'm like, I'm not even going to look. I just had to take a quick photo. I can't go to that market without looking.
You know, I was going to say it just draws you in, right?
Well, I found there's a company called Maple Street Paper Company, and it's an actual paper mill in Fremont.
Oh, okay.
So two sisters, Whitney Corstange and her sister Hillary Smith, have this partnership of business. Whitney is the paper maker, and here's some of the examples. I brought some. These are, if you want to hold up the other colors here, these are really gigantic. These are 19 by 25 inch pieces of paper. And she makes paper that she supplies the wedding invitation industry. She has wholesale customers that order this really nice paper from her for really fancy invitations. And so she has a whole line of paper. And now what she's doing, the business is about a year old. I wasn't even aware that there's a paper mill in Fremont.
I've never heard of that either.
I know. So now she's trying to market her paper to crafters and scrapbookers, and so she's at the Artisans Market selling these packages of.
So you get the smaller versions.
So for $14, you get this great assortment of paper, and I'm going to show some projects you guys can make with these at home.
And this is going to be your column on Sunday?
Yes.
Okay.
Whitney's story is in the paper on Sunday, so you'll get to hear more about her. And she, and not only does she make paper, but she also does some binding. And this is a very basic thing. And this is like, a little, you could put some photos in here, and she's used a really cool.
That's amazing too, like how she puts the leaves
in there. She's got 50 different kinds of paper that she uses. And so what I did is I kind of made this template. We're going to make a smaller one here, so you can make this. I'm going to have templates at CraftSanity.com. So to make this, basically you're going to just cut some paper just decide how many sheets you want. Usually 3 to 4 sheets of paper, and you can follow the template. Will tell you all the size information. And then what I'm doing here is I just marked 3 holes here. I'm using just an awl to just punch a hole here. You could use a hammer, but that's kind of overkill because you really don't.
That seems a little scary.
Yeah, you don't need a lot of pressure here. And then what I'm going to do is just line this up here and push the holes.
So just lining up seam to seam and then making the holes.
And we're going to use some wax linen here that you can get at your local crafts store. I mean, there are some fine paper making supply shops, but and what I'm finding here.
That's the only tricky thing is lining up all the holes.
And when you're doing this on live TV, it's like so easy, people. And then I come in here and I'm trying to talk.
Well, it's hard too because when they have like 4 minutes,
craft at home, I don't usually narrate things, you
don't sit here and think, now Jennifer, this is what I'm going to be doing. Tell me more,
gather
Jennifer.
Around, I actually did that once with an upholstery project. I gathered the kids around to show them how amazing something was going to be. Used a staple gun, and then it fell completely off, like in slow motion. And so now I don't gather my kids around anymore to show them the wonders of my crafting skills.
It could be dangerous, small children.
Well, you got to make sure that it works, because my kids are like, Mom, I don't know if you did that right. So basically what I'm doing here is just using this wax linen.
And so you're just kind of pulling through, and that's going to be, that's what's going to hold it together.
And so you're going to do one big stitch along the center, and then you're going to have both ends coming up the center here.
We've got about 30 seconds left. So what is so this is like kind of like your finish.
You're just going to tie it here, and then the way this folds up, you make a little slit, and on the template, it will show you on the template what you can do.
And it's very easy.
And you just put it right through here and finish it off. I'm also going to have templates online to make envelopes. So people can make envelopes, and if you're upset that you don't have any handmade paper on hand, we'll have some
I always get upset about that.
Well, we'll have instructions so you can practice using pages from magazines.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have the templates online so you can do a little paper experimenting at home.
Excellent. Very good. All right, some very good tips. Now, if you missed any of Jennifer's steps for these crafts, you can always watch the segment later on today on our website, WZZM13.com. Just click on that famous Take 5 homepage. Up next, it is Barnaby's alternative 5 things to do this holiday weekend. He's got everything from biking to boat races. But first, we want to tell you about our latest Make Me Over with Matt and Mary Beth contest.